Choosing the wrong sponsor or brokerage can be a lot more costly than you think. I'm not just talking about caps, commissions, and not even time. I'm talking about the entire career and business you're trying to build. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 2 mistakes that I see real estate agents make when choosing a brokerage sponsor and how you can avoid them. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm super excited to have you. I dig right in, so I'm going to keep my introduction super short. I'm Ali Garced, or Ali the Agent, on all social media. I've been licensed for over 3 years now. I spent 10 years active duty Air Force, where I separated as a major because I made significantly more as a real estate agent. So I went from being a special agent to a real estate agent, and now I help motivated, committed, 100% committed real estate agents that already know the basics. If you're stuck at making $100K, 10 homes a year, I will help you make $200,000. You have to be committed. I closed 24 homes my first year when I was still a part-time agent. I was brand new and I didn't have anybody physically around me because I joined a virtual brokerage. And I wasn't on a team, nor was I fed any leads, nor did I pay for any leads either. If you're serious about increasing your business, let's chat. Let's start with mistake number 2. The second biggest mistake that I see real estate agents making is joining a broker, a team leader, a sponsor, whether or not an EXP, that doesn't even respond to them. It's wild. I spoke with 2 agents this week alone, and they both said that they reached out to me and they reached out to this one other person, and that one other person didn't even respond. They didn't even respond. If you're looking to join a group and you reach out to the team leader or the EXP sponsor or whoever it would be that you'd be asking for help in the future, and they don't even show enough motivation to respond back to you about what they offer, what do you think is going to happen when you really need them? They're likely not going to be giving you guidance or be able to jump on a phone call with you or really help you. That can cost your business thousands. So as you are looking around at different EXP sponsors or brokerages, whatever, make sure that they actually even respond to you. It's almost like as if you were to marry someone that on your first date, they ignored you. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. So in both of those calls that I had this past week with those 2 separate agents, I showed them the behind the scenes of what exactly the onboarding process is like. One of them would be switching brokerages. The other one is new, but she was like, I know you don't really take new agents, but I am 100% committed and I'm going to be doing this full time. I was like, let's go. I like your responses to the questionnaire. Let's dig in. So I showed them exactly the resources that I would be sending them once they join. And I told them exactly what to expect in the process. I have a private YouTube series just for those in my organization. As soon as they're done with that, we're going to start meeting one-on-one. And they immediately get the 200K GCI Playbook from the very beginning. What I think is the biggest mistake that real estate agents can make is picking someone that is a big name or a big wig that's so big that one, chances are they don't respond or reply back to you ever, or the only time you see them is just in this massive call with like 50 other agents or even 100, etc. The biggest mistake would be someone that is so big that they aren't even in the trenches anymore. They no longer even sell real estate. Sometimes agents make the mistake and they pick someone whose name or brokerage they've heard over and over again, but that person hasn't even sold real estate for years. They've been out of the industry for years, and now all they're doing is just recruiting. It doesn't matter how many homes that person has sold back in 2010. I don't care how many hundreds of homes they sold every single year. If they're not selling real estate right now, they're not in the trenches. And stuff changes all of the time with technology, with AI. If you're going to be choosing a team, brokerage, community, sponsor full of agents that were big times back in their day, you're only going to get war stories and back in my day stories. It's going to be generic advice that isn't going to help you get listings and buyer clients today. Things change and things change fast. So if they're not already putting stuff out there about AI, technology, how they're using their CRM has been around forever, but digital marketing, if they're only still talking about cold calls and scripting and door knocking and open houses and that's it, that'll get you leads, but why not tap into what I think is the easier way to get a lot more leads? This right now is one-to-many marketing. I do this one time and this goes out to many people. I have the same thing for my Tucson channel, and that's been 100% of my closings so far in 2025. So don't get stuck on outdated practices and outdated information or cap yourself on your income. Just in the last 18 months, AI has changed so much. There are hundreds of applications for AI, and my community, we talk about this all of the time because we're always trying to work smarter, not harder. So if your sponsor is not set up on that or doesn't care about that because they're no longer selling, so why would they care about that? You're setting yourself up for struggle. well. I don't want to say failure, but definitely it's going to be an uphill battle. Technology isn't optional. It's survival. You need this. So as you're interviewing around, ask them these 3 questions. Number 1, when was the last time you closed on a deal? If they say anything less than 2 or 3 months ago, they're either not selling homes anymore or they're not doing it enough for them to actually know the tactics of what works today. Number 2, what technology or AI do you use in your business, and will you be able to help me with that? And number 3, what's the process of how I can start learning from you and the trainings that you have, the community that you have? How can I best plug in to get the most out of the group that I'm joining? I want to be very clear. I am not saying, will you pay for my tech? Will you pay for my tools? Are you going to give me leads? Those are beginner level questions. Those are questions that show that agents are not motivated enough or don't have enough confidence in themselves to be able to get their own leads. If you need that, join a team. There is a way to still partner with me and get the best of both worlds. You can name me as a sponsor and join a local team that will give you those leads. But if you're on, say, level 2 of being a real estate agent, you have what it takes to get your own clients, then make sure that as you're asking those 3 questions that they answer it appropriately and that they even answer you at all. If they can't answer you clearly, you have your answer. I am an icon agent with EXP. That means it's the top 1.5% of the entire brokerage of almost 90,000 agents. And I made that my first year as a full-time agent because of the systems that my community gave me. My EXP upline gave me all of the resources of what I needed in order to make over $200,000 my first year of doing this full-time. If you want the same, reach out to me, let's chat, or you can apply already with the link below. I have 2 links in the description. The first one is to join right away. As soon as I see the email come in saying Harry Jones has joined your community, I'm going to text you with all of the resources, the step-by-step playbook. Once you're done with that YouTube private series, that's when we'll start meeting one-on-one and go over further what your goals are so that I can start giving you that pipeline. If you want to be a listing agent, we'll do this. If you want to be an investor-friendly agent, we're going to do this instead. That's track 1 if you're ready to go and you know that you want to join us. Track 2 is if you still have a couple of questions, there's a second link in the description that's going to be scheduling a call with me. It's going to be about 30, maybe 45 minutes. Please write down all of your questions. I personally will be on the Zoom call. A lot of people are like, oh my God, wait, it's you on the Zoom call? Of course it's me. And I want to see if this is going to be a good fit. Again, if you don't yet have the confidence of getting your own leads, we can still work together. You're going to be primarily assigned to a team that will help you get started. And then once you know enough and are confident enough to get your own leads, then you can leave the team and you're still going to have everything of what I offer. But overall, choosing the right brokerage, the sponsor, they're the biggest decisions that you can make to help catapult your business. Don't make the wrong choice.